Alright guys, Lunar here, welcome back to this Skyrim Special Edition video. Today again we have very few big mods to look over, so I'm just going to go over what there is released. These videos used to be about showcasing the big and best mods, but lately I'm just covering more mods every day. They're just kind of smaller ones, but I will just choose the best 8 and add them in. Before we start, if you do like today's video, please like and share as always on social media, it really does help me out a lot. Anyway guys, enough of me rambling, we can just jump into our first mod. Our first mod of the day is called 3000 by 3000 HD Lava. Sarcastic Dragon usually adds in new moon textures to the game, and he's moved on to the lava business. Well, if you wanted some higher quality looking lava than what you get in game, then this mod is perfect for you to download and try out. Nothing really more needs to be said about this one, it just adds a new texture into the game that replaces some of the lava. Next up we have a mod called Smooth Human Female Faces. Since this is for PS4, it has to use in-game assets obviously, so it takes the smooth face of the female Nard and applies it to the other human female faces. So everything except Argonians, Khajiits, and the Orc females, I think. The mod only replaces the face of your character, so not any NPCs either, and it does apply to pre-existing characters, so you don't have to start a brand new player in order for it to work. The mod author is looking to try and maybe add in smoother female arcs, and smoother male faces as well, so I guess now we just have to play the waiting game and see if it's possible or not in the future. So if it is, this mod will get updated with those features. The next mod of the day is a sword, and it's based on Convo's sword from Dishonored. The sword's textures are all custom made, and the swords themselves look really cool. A little bit short for a sword, kind of more like a dagger kind of size, but it makes them perfect for dual wielding. The sword's damage is equal to either elven or dwarven one-handed swords, and can be improved at the grindstone and enchanted as well. Nothing much more to say about the sword, so we could just move straight on to our next mod. Next mod of the day is called Eternal Sunshine, and it's a mod I've been looking personally forward to. Eternal Sunshine basically makes it so that it's clear all of the time in game, handy for when I showcase stuff. So the mod makes Skyrim always sunny and increases the chances of auroras at night. The mod works by setting the probabilities of about 20 different clear weathers to occur throughout the various regions of Skyrim, and includes inside of cities as well, so it's always clear no matter where you are in game. The mod was made to work perfectly with the Dolomite Weathers mod that we looked at the other day, as that mod only really works when it's clear weather. So if you're looking for an Eternal Sunshine mod, not something I think a lot of people will use as the weather in game is kind of a big part of the immersion, but still something people might like, so if you're one of them, check out this mod right now. And that pretty much covers the Eternal Sunshine mod. Our next mod is called The Well, a home in Riften. The Well is a small player home in the Riften Mountains, so it's not actually in Riften, it's kind of in the mountains at the back, that you can build from scratch. After cleaning out the initial mess, you will be presented with individual construction crates, and there's also some construction crates on the outside as well to build. Each need a variety of components such as firewood, glass, leather strips, ingots, and other sensibly selected parts that you might need to construct a house. And there's also a cheat chest located 2 meters down into the snow on the outside of the entrance as well. I'm not sure how you get it without disabling the collision, so I used the Shigeru's cheat menu to disable collisions and reach it. It contains all the components needed to fully build the home, except for frost salts. Once built, the house has the following features inside of it. You get an anvil, blacksmith workbench, tanning station, weapon wheel, and smelter in unique compact presentation, so all this stuff is in just this tiny room. An outdoor garden with 5 spots to plant, and an indoor garden with 2 spots to plant in. A wardrobe that automatically reflects the player's gender. An oven with baking functionality, and a mortar for grinding wheat as well. Decorative elements and textures that can be switched independently of each other. Follower bed that can be rolled up when needed, and tucked away when not. A wide variety of named storage solutions. Most of light sources can be turned on and off, and that includes the ones outside, so there's like lamps outside you can turn on and off. There's also plenty of storage, and the treasure display can hold items like all dragon masks, Dawnbreaker, Kind's Token, Diadem of the Savant, Necromancer Amulet, Shield of Solitude, and the Dawnguard Rune Shield. So if your guys are looking for a cool player home, somewhere close to Riften, but not that close, it's a bit out of the way and is more like a hideout, then check out the Well home right now. Next up we have a really nice mod called Katana Pack. Something I know a lot of people want to use in game is katanas. While there are some in game already, they are all unique weapons with enchantments on them, and they all look kind of the same. So this mod actually adds craftable versions of the katanas to the forge, and one for each of these different materials: steel, silver, golden, glass, and ebony. Now only 5 so far, which isn't a lot, but the author plans to add more of them to the forge over time. Let's be honest though, the glass katana, why wouldn't you want to use that one? It's amazing looking. The sword stats are pretty regular, just the same as regular one-handed swords, but the one difference they have in game from any other sword is that they have been given an extended reach. so it's slightly more than just a regular one-handed sword. All the swords can be enchanted and refined just like any other weapon can be. The next mod of the day is the London Assassin's Coat from Assassin's Creed. The mod adds to the game the London Assassin's Coat 2, which to be honest makes you kind of look like Sherlock Holmes. The outfit for some reason comes in a female and male version, but they look completely different. In terms of stats though, they're identical. They both have the same armor rating as Dragon Skill Light Armor, so the best light armor in game. The armor can be upgraded at the workbench and enchanted as well if you're looking to improve it. I really enjoy this armor, the male one more than the female one. It looks really cool and is definitely unique looking. There's nothing much more to say about this one, but it's a really cool looking armor and I definitely think you should download and try it for yourself. Well guys, that just leaves us with our final mod, and it's called Comfy Pool Breeze Home. Basically this mod makes Breeze Home better by adding in a large swimming pool and a large basement, and it kind of redesigns the whole interior of the actual Breeze Home as well. All these upgrades are free except for the child's room, which can be upgraded for a cost. So here are all the main features that have been added to Breeze Home right now. And this is just on top of all the main features in the main house like beds and storage and stuff. So you get a massive new pool, Dragon Priest masks and claw display and other displays for your collectibles, a bathroom with a functioning shower, 6 kids beds and a little chapel as well, a large laboratory and a library, and the library I have to say is really awesome looking, and the laboratory does contain alchemy and enchanting tables of course. Soldiers' quarters with 8 beds, so you can use that for your companions or your followers or whoever you want. A danger room, which is kind of like a big room that has enemy displays that will come to life by using switches by the door. Disengaging them will revert them back to displays. Enemy levels vary on their real counterparts in the world, so they just have the same stats as regular enemies. Some of the enemies will also fight against each other as well if they're not allies. Enemies are magical displays, and thus they don't have any items to collect once you defeat them. So you've kind of got like a little arena inside your house as well now to fight enemies. You have a smithing room that has all the regular stuff you need for smithing, auto storage containers, and some of the containers will only accept certain items, such as the iron ingot container will only accept iron ingots. There's also some controls and levers that control things such as banners, one that removes all the clothing of your NPCs when they're at the pool, bed or restroom, and one lever to disengage or engage all doors to make them lock or unlocked. Overall guys, this is an awesome mod. Breeze Home is a really good place to live and it's the easiest house probably to get in game, so why not add in a whole bunch of new cool stuff to it and give you space for your followers and family. I definitely think that this mod makes Breeze Home one of the cooler houses in game, and this one is definitely worth checking out. Well guys, there we have it, 8 brand new console mods for Skyrim Special Edition on PS4 and Xbox One. I know there are not very many mods coming out lately, but I do plan to start making other videos instead. I would love to make new mod videos twice or even 3 times a day, but the mods coming out are just so slow, it's kind of impossible to do that. We have loads of top 5 videos upcoming for mods and non-modded videos as well for both Skyrim, and I want to do some more Fallout 4 as well, as I love that game and I have an urge to play it again. So that's what kind of videos are upcoming. Anyway guys, if you did enjoy today's video, like, comment and subscribe as always. Have an awesome day. I'm not sure if I will have another video out later as I've had a very busy week, but if I don't, I will see all of you guys tomorrow. See you all then.